Good evening, everybody. It is the final round of season 21 in the F1XL Division 4 Formula 1 Championship. Final race of the season, and it's a banger. It's going to be a sprint race weekend. So we are going to have one shot qualifying around the Bahrain International Circuit. Then we will have a 25% race, sprint race. And then we will have the full 50% race distance race to finish it off. Last time out, we saw AsthmaFrog bounce back from a bad run of form. There was a 64-point swing for the previous 4 races between him and Lethal Linds, who was second in the championship. But sadly, Lethal Linds finished in 5th in that race, only got 10 points. AsthmaFrog pulled out 15 points in that race, which now leaves us with the following gap. AsthmaFrog has 230 points. Lethal Linds has 197. All is not lost. However, the gap is 33 points. For a sprint race weekend, if you get pole position, sprint race win, and the main race win, you get 34 points. So mathematically, it is still possible, but we're gonna have to see what happens. We are on one shot quali. Let's have a look and see who takes pole position. Currently, AsthmaFrog is right at the back of the field. I don't know what's happened to him, but it seems as if AsthmaFrog is not going to be pushing it too much. Maybe a little bit of overconfidence, who knows. But we currently have 10 races. AsthmaFrog, if he gets 1 point this entire race weekend, just 1 point, he'll be equal on points if Lethal Linds wins everything. So fastest lap, race win in the sprint and the feature. If he does that, AsthmaFrog just gets 1 point this whole race weekend. It will finish equal on points, but it will go count back on wins, I believe. And AsthmaFrog has the most wins out of the 2 of them, so he would take the championship. I believe that's how it works. Although, actually, is that true? Because AsthmaFrog has 3 wins. If Lethal Linds was to win all the races, he would have 3 wins plus a sprint race wins. Okay. It's possible. It's possible. It's slight, but it's possible. Right, there we go. And it's not just this champion. It's not just the Drivers' Championship that is on offer. It's the Constructors' Championship as well, as we see the order for the sprint race. My Life is going to be starting on pole position alongside him, Pat Peter. Lethal Linds is right up there. He's in 3rd. King Jamie starting from 4th. Braincore starting from 5th. Sander the Dad alongside in 6th. Stone Shuffle and AsthmaFrog and all Aston Martin 4th row. 7th and 8th. And Panda and HJR 9th and 10th, rounding out the top 10 and the 10 drivers going into the race. Right, let's do some Constructor Championship as well. Currently, there are 3 teams in it, with a shout of getting the Constructors Championship in Division 4. We've got Aston Martin currently leading the way. That's Stone Shuffle and AsthmaFrog. They're on 359 points. Red Bull second, 325 points, only 34 behind. And then just quick maths, 6th, 7 points behind them with 41 points adrift of Aston Martin's Ferrari with 318. If you finish, there's a maximum of 61 points on offer for a team if they finish first and second in all of the races, and one of those drivers gets the fastest lap. So those drivers are within a shout of winning, and it's worth sticking in the session even if you have a bad race, because everyone could get points, because we have 10 people in the lobby today, and every one of those will get points. Not in the sprint, but in the feature, that's going to be the case. So that's where we're at. There's loads of battles as well happening throughout the field. It's still within Bahrain Corps' possibility to get second place off of Lethal Linds. The top 3 drivers from each division will also be invited into an invitational race next weekend, which will be streamed live on one of F1XL's channels. I think it will probably be YouTube. It might be Twitch. I'm sure someone will let me know if that's any different. So there's a lot to play for here. Saucy Chris is definitely within a shout of getting in there as well, although he's not here today. So never mind. DNG Titan is also not here, so Stone Shuffle could jump up past him. DNG Titan is 5th in the standings. Stone Shuffle is 6th, only 1 point behind, so Stone Shuffle could make up a good number of places in the standings as well. And Panda is not too far behind him as well, as is Papida. He's not that far either. So there we go. That's where we stand. That is where we are for standings. Cool. Thank you so much, everyone, for your messages in the chat. Good to see Brain Core Jamie in here as well. Jamie got kicked us across the line. I don't know what happened. What place he got? P4. So looking good for you. Good start. And we're going to be getting underway with this fairly soon. Make Jamie laugh in both races so we can get people. Well, I don't know. I have to try and think of a joke. Right. Here we go. This is where we see who is going to bottle it, who is going to take advantage, and see really if AsthmaFrog can just put this to bed in the sprint race, and that'll make the feature race much easier. Just 1 or 2 points definitely will give him the championship for sure. 1 point feel like he is within danger of missing out, but that is completely reliant on Lethal Linds taking the win on the fastest lap in every single race. Is everyone on mediums? Everyone's on medium. Right. Here we go. So My Life taking his grid base out the front, right on the checkered flag line, and he will be leading this field away as AsthmaFrog gets disqualified from this little bit. Says Sander the Dad. Right, okay, here we go. We've got a handy camera angle to start us off, but we are racing in the final race of this season, and looks like Lethal Linds has got a decent start. Let's have a look. Pat Peter going on the attack, and so is Lethal Linds. Oh, he gets tagged from behind as Lethal Linds. He gets tagged and he's fallen all the way down to 6th. He's having a battle there with his championship rival AsthmaFrog, and AsthmaFrog is off onto the side. Massive drama here. AsthmaFrog not wanting to make any contact at all. He's got a little bit of damage on his end plate there, as does Stone Shoffer. Looks like he's right at the back. He's also got some damage as well. So a really bad start for the Aston Martins in this race so far. But Lethal Linds, it's not been the best start for him either. He is going to have to crawl his way up through the field, leave it all out on the track if he is to have any chance of taking the championship win. And everyone else, pretty straightforward. It looks like My Life has got some decent pace. He's starting to pull a gap now over Pat Peter. King Jamie qualified P4, excellent qualifying position for him, and he looks like he has got some serious speed. He is closing in on the back of the Red Bull driver in front of him. Sander the Dad is in risk of not even getting some DRS as King Jamie makes a move up to the inside, manages to get past. We've not even got DRS yet, and that is an excellently planned out and executed maneuver there for King Jamie in the Alpine. He is up into 2nd. Stone Shuffle looks like he has come into the pits to replace that wing and probably those tyres as well. As King Jamie sets the fastest first sector so far. He is wanting to close that gap to My Life, but it's just opened up and just tipped onto 1 second there. Let's see what he can do in the remainder of this lap to keep within that DRS range. DRS is not active as of yet, but will be incredibly powerful on that main straight once it does. So a pretty frantic start in this Bahrain Grand Prix, and it's starting to kind of tame out now. Everyone's kind of within DRS of each other, except for Hake Zhao. His teammate currently leading this race. He's back in 5th now, and he's 1.3 seconds behind Sander the Dad in front of him. And after this lap, King Jamie, look at that, fastest lap of the race. He is trying to make a mount an attack on the leader, and he is going to be fairly close. Maybe he'll make a move down into turn 3, I believe it is. Turn 4, sorry. 15 turns on this circuit. And I think I have to say this is one of the better ones that Herman Tilke has made. It is very good indeed, although King Jamie will not want to take that wide line too many times. Those curbs, incredibly dangerous. You will run the risk of spinning out, so King Jamie will not want to do that too much. Hopefully, I will not make you laugh by doing this, but DRS is open for the Alpine. He is chasing down My Life, who is in the lead, and he is looking to have some serious pace in that French racing car. Meanwhile, Lethal Linds is still down in 6th place. He's 7/10 of a second behind Hake Zhao. Hake has also pulled up to the back of Sander the Dad now, so all of these guys are within DRS range of each other. But let's flick back to the lead as these guys round onto the main straight to start lap 4. King Jamie is going to be mounting an attack now. My Life goes defensive. King Jamie going for the a bit of a dummy to the outside, to the in. Is not able to make that move into turn 1. What will he be able to do into turn 4? Defensive line for the AlphaTauri to defend. King Jamie now trying to stick it and hang it out around the outside. Oh, there's a little bit of contact between them. My Life is definitely not wanting to give that place up, and he stays ahead for now. So Stone Shuffle is pretty much at the back of this field now. 32 seconds the gap to his what's he called? Teammate. There we go, teammate. And for the sprint race, you only get points for first down to 8. So AsthmaFrog, as it stands, would not get any points at all. But this is not enough points for Lethal Linds. He is currently still in 6th place. He is within DRS range. His teammate is also there as well, but he needs to move up this grid pretty sharpish, as we are halfway done already. We started lap 5 of lap 10, and it looks like he is getting a move on now. As soon as I've said that, he is trying to mount an attack on Hake Zhao. And let's flick up to the front. King Jamie making another attack now. Forced to go around the outside. Looks like he's got further along this time. There's a little bit more gap left there by My Life, but not a lot indeed. And for now, King Jamie still in 2nd place, and Pat Peder is closing in on the back of these to make this a 3-way battle for the lead of this sprint race. Remember, the finishing order of this sprint race is the order that people will start in the main 50% race distance race. So it is not just about points, it's about places. How far can you move up the grid to give yourself the best chance of fighting for more points in the race? And Sander the Doubt has fallen back off of the main group now. There's a couple of groups forming on the map, as you can see in the bottom right. It's My Life, King Jamie and Pat Peder up in front. It looks like King Jamie and Pat Peder DRS it open on all of theirs, but I don't think King Jamie's quite close enough at the moment. But he will definitely mount an attack going into the next passing place, which is turn 4. Let's have a look. Flick back to him. He's not quite close enough as of yet. And My Life is doing a very good job of keeping that Alpine driver behind him. Indeed. Right. On board with Lethal Linds. Currently, as it stands, he will not have enough points. Even though AsthmaFrog currently is not scoring anywhere. He is. Stone Shuffle has retired from the session, too far off the back. Only a safety car could give him a chance of making some points. I'm thinking better of it. Save his fingers and save his hands for another day. For the sprint race, regroup and go again. But Lethal Linds is not doing enough as of yet. So as we start lap 7, 3 more laps to go in this sprint race. My Life is currently leading, and he's looked like he is sustained and rebuffed the pressure from King Jamie. Lethal Linds does make it up into 5th. He makes his way past Hate Zhao, but Hate Zhao is going to have an attack again up the inside. He leaves the space for him to go, and he's going to sweep around the outside. Oh, these guys, this could go horribly wrong, but he's managed to make that move stick. Lethal Linds up into 5th now. Can he catch the leaders? Oof, that's a tough ask if ever I've seen one. But he will give it a good try, I imagine. King Jamie now over a second behind My Life. He will not have the DRS, and that's going to put him at risk from Pat Pida behind him. He is 6/10 of a second behind the Alpine, and these are all going to be valuable points for Red Bull, who are currently second in the championship standings, only 34 points behind Aston Martin as it stands. And as it stands, Aston Martin are getting no points from this race. So Pat Pida, he will be looking to score as many as he can to overturn that. And of course, in F1XL, it's not just the division standings that we tally up at the end and through the season. It's also the team standings for the whole, across all of the divisions. There's a team standings championship. We have team owners who draft their drivers and pick their teams for each division from a pot, and in the hope that they will be the best across all of the divisions for winning the Constructors' Championship. That's how we do it here. It's really, really fun, and it's a great added level of competition across the whole championship. And so all of these points will be going towards those teams as team standings as well, the overall league standings. AsthmaFrog is closing in on that point that he needs, but as he stands, he doesn't need to risk it. Lethal Linds does not have enough points as it stands to take the championship lead. He needs to score maximum points this weekend, and we are on the end of lap 8, beginning lap 9. 2 laps left to go in this race, and My Life has made a break for it. He is 1.4 seconds ahead of King Jamie, and King Jamie now has some time penalties to his name. And Pat Pida, to add insult to injury, to add salt into the wound, he passes him on track. Pat Pida up into second as Lethal Linds mounts an attack on Sander the Dad. He is trying to make the best of it, and he makes a fantastic move there around the outside and then onto the inside of Sander the Dad. Sander the Dad trying to hang it around the outside as well. Oh, he's got his nose ahead, and he makes it back past. That is a fantastic move there from the McLaren driver. He is not bothered about Lethal Linds championship standings at all. He is just saying, no, I want to finish ahead of you on track. And you can't blame him. Don't want to make it easy for people. As much as us neutrals would love the championship battle to go all the way down to the last lap, because we know how dramatic that can be. Citing Formula One a couple of years ago. Yeah, it can be very dramatic indeed. Very good for neutrals, but not looking like the case at the moment. Let's stick it on board then with Lethal Linds as My Life, rounding the final couple of turns now onto the start-finish straight to start the last lap of this sprint race that will set the grid for the main race. He will currently be on pole position for that and have an extra 8 points added into his championship standings. But here we go. Lethal Linds will want to make a move on Sander the Dad. He hasn't passed him into turn 1. He is presumably looking for a pass into turn 4. Which way is he going to go? He darts to the inside. Oh, he's not quite close enough. Has that put Sander the Dad off? No, it doesn't look like he has. And Sander the Dad remains in 4th place, ahead of Lethal Linds. And it looks like, and it has been looking like for this week, that it was always going to be an uphill struggle for the Ferrari driver to overturn 33 points deficit. And it looks as if that is not going to happen, even though AsthmaFrog is currently pointless, in a pointless position in the sprint race. He is on the back of Brain Core though, trying to find that point, but at the moment he doesn't need to worry, because Lethal Linds is stuck behind Sander the Dad in 5th place, and My Life will switch to him now, 1.3 seconds ahead. He will take the sprint race win in Bahrain. He will start from pole position. Pat Pida will start alongside him on the front row. King Jamie in 3rd. Sander the Dad in 4th. Lethal Linds finishes in 5th. Panda in 6th. The Brain Core, I believe, in 7th. And AsthmaFrog in 8th. Did we get 8th? Let's have a look. No, he didn't. Hake Zhao got 7th. Braincore got 8th. And no points for AsthmaFrog. But Lethal Lanes did not take the maximum points. And therefore, we now know for certain AsthmaFrog is the Division 4 champion in F1XL. And I think everyone will agree that it is well deserved. So a round of applause for AsthmaFrog on his championship win. There we go. AsthmaFrog is getting some well-deserved plaudits within Discord at the moment for his championship win. I guess the pressure is off now, and we can just see some excellent racing on the cards. I think should be a good race. And it definitely looks like King Jamie, if he can keep it nice and clean, has got some good pace this time out. Peter also looking like he's got good pace, and so does My Life. So that should be good. So it looks like it's going to continue on to be a good battle between those guys. But let's have a look. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say, Jamie, that you have you often get extra time added onto your race finishing. So that's all I'm saying. Keep it within the white lines, you'll be good. Harry, if you still have access to Discord and want to jump in for a bit of race comms and a bit of chatting, as it's the last race, go for it. You do defend hard. You also attack hard. Track limits is lag, is it? Okay. It must be. It must be. What do you need to join? General. I'm in there in the moment. Right. Okay. Whilst Harry's getting sorted, let's have a look at the tyres. There's still a whole bunch of stuff to play for, to race for in this race. Okay, My Life starting from pole position on the medium compound tyres. Pat Peter alongside him also on the medium. So is King Jamie and Sander the Dad. Then we have Lethal Linds, the two Ferraris, and GWA Panda. They are going for the hard compound tyres. That's going to be interesting for them. They are planning a long game. Will that pay dividends for them later in the race? Hake Jow, Brainport, and AsthmaFrog behind them on the mediums, and Stone Shuffle starting from the back is going to be on hard tyres. That's where we're standing with tyres. Right. say this. Powell, are you there?
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Welcome in.
Oh, it's good. It's good to be here again for the last race. How have you been?
I've been very well, thank you. How are you?
Oh, I've been very bored being not being able to race, but you know, I've enjoyed the break, and I feel like I've improved myself for next season.
Good.
Yeah, so I won't be going for it all the time now.
Right. The lights are coming on. 5 lights are on. And we have started the last Grand Prix. And it looks like there's been a lightning start from King Jamie. Let's have a look. Is he up into the lead? He is. He's taken the lead. He's up the inside of My Life. And he has taken first place from third on the grid. What a lightning start there from the Alpine.
Didn't expect him, to go that up the front from the first turn, but he's doing well for himself. This must be his best track.
Yeah, King Jamie certainly has some speed. Let's not make him laugh. That's all I'm saying. Meanwhile, further down the field, Panda and Lethal Linds, now that the championship is wrapped up, they are not bothering about team orders at all. They are having wheel-to-wheel racing on the first lap of this Bahrain Grand Prix. And at the moment, Panda has managed to get up ahead. Oh, Hake Zhao has spun around there. In that turn, and Stone Shuffle has made his way past. Hake Zhao is now at the back of the grid, but these guys are going side by side. Let's have a look to see if he tries to get around past. No, he can't get around past at the moment. Meanwhile, I've missed this little fact. AsthmaFrog, championship world champion. Yeah, we call him world champion. Our world champion is in 5th. Starting from 9th, he's up into 5th. There we go. Stamping his authority in a carefree way. Very, very good indeed. Let's have a look. Battle for the lead now. My Life is not going to go without a fight. Placing his car up the inside, not quite enough. King Jamie broke very late there. Was very good on the brakes and managed to keep him behind.
Yeah, but has it been confirmed that Asthma is now the world champion?
It is, yes, he is the world champion.
Did not see that. I'll give him a round of applause to him. he's been doing amazing that season, I can't lie. The pace he had is unbelievable, especially in Singapore. I couldn't get past him. And I'm going to go at him.
Yeah.
You know, I have to give it to him. Who was it? Was it Linds that was second? Barely. No, 5.
Only 3 wins, so he's just been really, really consistent. And other than that, kind of blip in form, he didn't finish lower than 5th. It was only kind of Hungary, Austria, Great Britain, China. We had a bit of a bad run of form and allowed Lethal Linds to catch up. But other than that, it's just been consistent driving. Podiums, 4th places, and odd 5th here and there. And that is what it takes. And pole positions are galore. 10 pole positions for the season.
Consistency. It is the key for Formula 1, I can say. No, if you don't have it, you're not going to win, are you?
Yeah. Very, very true. Right, battle for the lead. King Jamie and Milo still going at it. Pat Peter did flick up ahead, but oh no, there's been some contact there between maybe AsthmaFrog and Sander the Dad, and he has spun round. We just got the tail end of that. He is back going again, the McLaren driver. That is not good at all for him. He was up in 4th. He's now all the way down into 9th. And guess who is up in 3rd place on the podium? Our world champion, AsthmaFrog. And he is under pressure now from Pat Peter.
But you gotta feel bad for Sander the Dad. He's such a good driver. He's just very unlucky. He always gets in incidents and always doesn't help him at all. Always put him at the back of the grid. But
Yeah, I have to agree with that. From race 1, there was a point where he was in the lead of the race, and that was with Smith and Ritchie before they moved up divisions to Division 3. He was up there with them, but yeah, just some unfortunate incidents and some time out of the car as well, and has not had the season he hoped he would have. But there's definitely a lot of promise there for him, and I'm sure next season we'll keep an eye out for him. Is Pat Peder now having a look and an attack on AsthmaFrog with the DRS, manages to get past there.
Beautiful move.
Very good move indeed. And King Jamie now is having a battle with My Life. My Life get ahead. King Jamie sending it up the inside, proper send as well over the curb, unsettled the Alpine there, and he manages to lose out on that place now. So My Life retakes the lead, and Panda, whoa, Panda's up into third. When did that happen?
Oh dear, was it shot right up there? God.
I don't know if AsthmaFrog and Pat Peder maybe came together or something like that, and they had a bit of a moment, put themselves wide or something like that, and Panda capitalised. Probably something like that, I imagine. But Ferrari drivers are trying to stake their claim for a late constructors attack, constructors championship attack.
I've heard it's like 15 points between Red Bull and what's the other team?
So it was before the sprint. It was 34 points between Aston Martin and Red Bull, and then it was 41 points between Aston Martin and Ferrari. So they're all within a shout. The only two of them. So we got Ferrari and Aston Martin both with 2 cars on track. So realistically,
Papida's gone.
Oh, he's on the edge there. Lethal Linds was off the track as well, and Pat Peder is all the way down the back there. Now under attack from Stone Shuffle. So something's happened between those guys. Didn't see what? Did you see the incident?
I think one of the Ferrari hit Pat Peder, and if I'm right, he's got damage. So that's not going to help him at all.
Let's have a look. Can't see any front wing damage on Pat Peder, so he may have escaped a little bit of damage there. If that's the case, he's very, very, very lucky. But Panda now and King Jamie going side by side down the back straight. King Jamie will have the inside line though. Panda though trying to look up the inside, and he does get that move done. That's a fantastic move there from the Ferrari driver up into second place. Panda is on a roll now. Will he be able to catch up to My Life? He is 2.6 seconds behind the sprint race winner, and My Life is looking like he has got some serious pace around the Bahrain International Circuit this weekend, and is looking for another race win this season. But King Jamie on the attack again.
Oh yeah, Lethal's in the pits. It wasn't Pat Peder that got damage, it was Lethal. He's changed his wing.
Right, so Lethal Lynn's got the damage. Pat Peder escaped it, and Lethal's coming to the pits. Not necessarily such a bad thing though. Could have a safety car, could be in good contention to make up some places, but we'll have to see. King Jamie and Panda are going at it, and sitting there just behind them, not really wanting to make a big scene. Oh, what's happened here? Panda's gone. Panda's gone around.
Not looking good for the Ferraris here.
Not looking good for the Ferraris at all, and Pat Peder as well. It looks like Aston Martin at the moment, with AsthmaFrog in third place, will be. They've got one hand definitely on the Constructors' Championship in Division 4 as well.
What's happened here? Sander's gone off as well. He's got no wing.
Sander the dad, looks like there's been a bit of an incident there. Don't know if it was with somebody else, but there is no front wing on that McLaren car. and he is going to be coming into the pits fairly soon. And we're only on lap 6 of 29, about to start lap 7. And we've had plenty of drama and incidents so far.
More drama than the Spanish GP.
Yes, although there may be some people watching who haven't seen the race, so we'll not give any spoilers.
Yeah. I've also been seeing that like this, we haven't got that many attendants in this division. How come it's going so low?
That's what happens when it's a normal occurrence when the end of a game comes around and the new game is going to come out soon. People lose interest, and that's fine. That happens all the time. So, but it's all right. We still had a decent championship fight, which is good. So, yeah. Are you getting the new game?
Oh, of course, but if you haven't been, but on the F1XL Twitter, there is a competition to get it.
There is indeed.
If you like. I've entered that. I'm gonna see that if I don't win it, I'll just get it on the 15th, because I don't need to get the special edition for like 30 more quid just have 3 extra days. So I'll just get on the 15th and then happy days.
Yeah.
So hopefully there'll be better tracks now. More from Qatar will be one of them.
Yes. Have you ever raced around Qatar before? As we see AsthmaFrog just make his way past King Jamie for second place, but the Alpine driver is definitely going to put on an attack of his own. Coming into this DRS zone, he will have that rear wing opened. He's going to the outside. Ooh. And AsthmaFrog just braking later and cutting off that outside line. And that is a very good, staunch defence there from the Aston Martin driver. Let's carry on our conversation.
Yeah, I've never raced in Qatar. I'll have to have a go on it on the beta if it's on there, hopefully. Speaking of new tracks, what about the new Hungary one?
New Hungary track?
Yeah, they've made a new Hungary track in the... I can't remember what the name of it, but it actually looks... They've put it in for F2. They haven't put it for F1 yet, but it looks really good. I've seen it. It looks amazing.
Oh, right. I had no idea it was the thing.
Yeah. Will you still be commentating the next season?
I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to get the game. I'm
Really?
there. Yeah, I don't know if I will. It's overly priced. Big. And so we have a look at Braincore and Hake Zhao. Hake Zhao, his teammate's currently leading the race, and he's managed to get up into 4th place. That is a decent DRS pass there from him, and he will be looking if he can defend this attack now coming from Braincore into turn 4. He will have 4th place, and he does do that indeed. So Hake Zhao up into 4th. AlphaTauri's 1st and 4th. That is a very decent showing for them.
Yeah, it is. I haven't seen them this season, but anything can happen with consistency and everything.
Yeah. Well, they've been kind of firmly kind of mid-pack for most of the season, but My Life has put on the odd track. My Life has shown that he's really got some decent pace in him, and he's proving that here at the moment. Our world champion, 3.4 seconds behind him. Doesn't look like he's closing the gap anytime soon either. Even though King Jamie's kind of given it a bit of a rest for attacking him at the moment. Doesn't seem like he's got that little extra bit of pace to get back past AsthmaFrog.
Especially with his ERS, he's literally got none of it at all. That's probably not going to help him to get over AsthmaFrog, but he could go for a move here.
It would be a very, very late braking maneuver without any ERS, definitely. And he may want
I would have went for
to
it.
spend a bit of time just saving that back up. It looks like he's fairly close. Oh, will he try and go around the outside? He is muscling himself there. AsthmaFrog has left him space. Oh, what a move from King Jamie. He really, really wanted that second place. And he manages to get past AsthmaFrog there. I think AsthmaFrog just thinking, do you know what? I'm the world champion now. You do you. I'm not having any massive incident.
Yeah. Hopefully there will be a. Hopefully we're allowed to do donuts. You know, for the end of this.
I don't think we can do donuts because as soon as you pass the line, the computer takes over. Oh, looks like AsthmaFrog's giving him a piece of his own medicine.
Oh, that was close.
Not quite close enough though. But AsthmaFrog is saying to King Jamie, you know what? I am the world champion. And that was a nice move. I could do one just as good. And King Jamie now into the pits. So first of the front runners to come in on lap 10 to come off those medium compound tyres. I feel like he will go onto the hards. Yes, it looks like he will. Nice quick stop. And he is back out. So he is the first of the front runners to blink. He's got a nice gap to drive into though. He's not going to be under... Sorry?
Jenny think to pit early now, I think it was a bad call from King Jamie there.
Well, we will have to see. No one's told me if there's any rain or anything like that, so I assume it's all going to be clear. It looks like it's clear and no issues here, but we'll have to see. Meanwhile, though, My Life has opened up the gap over AsthmaFrog to 5 seconds now. My Life currently has this race in his pocket. And he's doing really well.
But hopefully no one crashes out and helps out AsthmaFrog, and hopefully My Life can take this easy win. By the looks of it.
Oh, don't say easy win. Don't want to get accused of being a commentator cursing anybody.
Yeah, you're right. I could have said it's be quiet, but I think that's worse.
So, it's someone else is in the pit. So, Hake Zhao is in the pits. He has taken the first pit stop of AlphaTauri. Off come the medium compounds, on go the hard compounds. Nice quick stop for him. And he is coming back out on track. I wonder if that's to try and see if he can get past King Jamie. Looks like it might be close up the line. He's going to be coming out onto the track. Will he make it ahead of King Jamie?
He does.
He does. Wow, that's... Oh, he's gone a little bit wide there, and King Jamie's going to have up to temperature tyres, and he swings round the outside there. Well, that was a bit close there. So it looks like Hake Zhao had some decent pace in him, and he's managed to close that gap because he was not that close before they came in for their pit stops. So
no.
Very good there.
Someone's who had a bad race, Lethal Linds.
He has indeed. Currently in ninth. Let's have a look at Pat Peter though. He is coming round the outside of Brain Core, and he's still on the outside. They're still side by side going through the S's section of this track. Brain Core still hanging it around the outside. Pat Peter still on the inside. It's wheel-to-wheel racing in Division 4 at Bahrain International Circuit, and it's still ongoing. This battle's been going on for half the lap, and they're still side by side. Brain Core should have some decent traction, but it looks like Pat Peter's got it put up and he's popped it into the pits. But that was a fantastic battle between those two there. As the leader comes into the pit, so Milak's come into the pit. Where will he come out? It looks like he's going to come out comfortably ahead of King Jamie, I think. Yeah,
I think
it's going to come
Peter's
out.
now got a
comfortably
5-second
here.
time penalty.
Has Pat Peter got 5 seconds?
Yes, it's been in the pit lane.
Oh, that's bad. Oh, that sucks. Sucks to be Pat.
He had a brilliant battle with Brain Car, gets to the pit and he's got a penalty.
That was
Unlucky thing.
was really unlucky, actually. Definitely unlucky in that situation. But we have a new race leader now. AsthmaFrog, he is still out
Frog.
on his medium compound tyres. The gap now back to Braincore, 5.7 seconds. And Braincore is under pressure now from Panda, who's in third, within DRS range. As Lethal Linds and Pat Peter are going, having a bit of a battle here. Let's have a quick look. They're back. Let's go back to Panda now. They'll be coming onto the main straight, and the question is AsthmaFrog going to come into the pits? Yes, he is. So AsthmaFrog into the pits. Will Braincore follow suit? It looks like he does, and that will release Panda now with some nice DRS and a bit of an open track ahead of him to drive into on those hard tyres. He'll be going a bit longer into this race, as so will Stone Shuffle. Stone Shuffle has shuffled his way up into second now, 6.2 seconds behind Panda. And My Life makes it back out in front of AsthmaFrog. So let's have a look when they pass the first sector now to see if AsthmaFrog, by staying out, has he made up any time or has he lost time? It was about 5 seconds the gap between them before he went in. Pat Peter looks like he's been dropped from the session there. And AsthmaFrog is 4 seconds behind him now. So he looks like he gained a second. But he's kind of losing a bit of time now. King Jamie's on the back of them as well.
Well, the same things happened to me with Pat Peter. I've also been kicked from the game.
Right, okay.
Pretty weirdly.
You're right, getting back in.
Yeah, I'm joining now.
Good stuff. Right, we're now on board with King Jamie. After all of those pit stops, King Jamie is right behind AsthmaFrog yet again. This time he's got some fresh hard compound tyres and he's going to mount another attack going down this back straight into the last couple of corners. He does not make the move as of yet. He will be waiting for that juicy DRS. And he is right on the rear gearbox of AsthmaFrog. Pulls out alongside DRS, is open, and he should make it nice and easy into turn one. Yes, he does. King Jamie up into fourth now, but he's going to have to mount a staunch defense from AsthmaFrog, who will surely come back at him. What will he do? Try and go up the inside? No, he's not quite close enough. So King Jamie up into fourth now, and that's a net second place for when Panda and Stone Shuffle come into the pits.
For my Brain Car was challenging Lethal Linds for second.
Yes, I've just seen in the chat that the reason he's right down the back of the grid now is that Hick Chow had a spin in front of him and he just couldn't avoid it, and he's picked up some damage. So that's slightly unfortunate there for Brain Core, who was doing well towards the front of the grid, got his way up to fourth, but that little incident there between pit stops has put him at the back of the grid. So you've watched quite a fair few races this season, Powell. What's been What's been some of your standout moments from this season, if you can remember any? Are you there still? We can't hear you. All right. Instead, we will have a look as we're watching these guys battle on track, King Jamie and AsthmaFrog. Let's have a quick look at what happened earlier on this battle. No, that's the wrong one. It looks like it did not record. That sucks. Never mind. Okay. We'll wait for Pal to reconnect again and then we'll ask him about the season. Panda is in the pits now. So Panda from the lead comes into the pits.
Hello?
Fresh set of tyres. Hello. Welcome back.
Hello, just a microphone problem, sir.
Right, so Panda's just pitted. Lethal Linds has made his way past his teammate. So the net positions in this race now will be, when Stone Shuffle comes into the pits, will be My Life in the lead, King Jamie in second, AsthmaFrog in third, Lethal Linds in fourth, and Panda in fifth. That's where we stand at the moment. But the closest battle on track is AsthmaFrog and King Jamie, and whilst we're keeping an eye on that, I don't know if you heard my question earlier on. You've watched quite a lot of the streams. You've been a very avid watcher, and thank you very much for that, and for all of your interactions in the chat. What have been some of your standout moments so far this season, if you can think of any off the top of your head?
Oh, out of the top of my head, I can't think. I think my favourite moment was when Lethal got a win from right.
Yeah.
Because I've been supporting him all the time, and I was so happy when I saw him win. It was unbelievable, and I was very happy for him. But yeah, that'll be my standout moment.
Yeah, and Lethal Linds is our only PlayStation runner in this league. We are cross-play here, and so it's been good to see him mixing it up with the Xbox boys, as it were.
Yeah. I have to change
AsthmaFrog.
the name now. Can't be F1XL now. But yeah, it's been amazing being part of this season for about 7 races.
Yeah.
Out of the 19.
What's been the biggest thing you've learned then this season? Your racing.
Don't be an idiot. Otherwise you get banned.
Don't be an idiot or you get banned.
I've learned that the hard way, haven't I?
You've had a fair few incidents, I would say.
I thought I was doing, like, when I came back in Brazil, I thought I was doing well, but there was one incident that caused me to, ultimately get the season ban. And that was when I overtook 3 people from off track, because there was 4 wide and I didn't want to risk it, so I had to take it wide. And I went all ahead of him and then crashed back Peter out.
Yeah.
So that got me out. I think, which was very devastating.
That's how it goes. But just because you pass some people around the outside off the track on lap 1 doesn't always mean you get a penalty, as we've seen in real life.
Yeah. Exactly. But no, I'll be glad to be back next season. Hopefully, I get a race.
Yeah.
For the entirety of it, and also hopefully someone chooses me to be part of the team. Which probably won't happen after this season.
I'm sure someone will pick it. Well, there's always the reserve drivers don't always get built completely as well. So
Yeah.
they'll definitely find you a place to race, I imagine.
Hopefully. But yeah, it's been an amazing season. You know, I'll always be a legal fan through and through.
Oh, Jeff's in the lobby. Check your MFD for a new strategy. Yes! Come on, Jeff. Who's this? Ah, that's brilliant.
Oh wow, what's happened?
Love it. In the YouTube chat, Jeff has come into the lobby. Check your MFD for a new strategy. Love it. They changed Jeff's. He got kicked out of the game, sadly, didn't they? For this one.
Yeah.
So good to have him back. Welcome back, Jeff. As we see some Ferraris going side by side in the background of this battle that we've been following for a while, and Panda makes his way past Lethal. Linds up into fourth now. The two Ferraris doing a decent showing here, even though there was a bit of incident with Lethal Linds. He got some damage earlier on in the race. Has managed to recover well. Currently fourth and fifth now, those two. And
The worst thing for him right now is Lethal's tyres. When he finishes the race, there'll be 23 lap-year-old mediums, which do you think they'll last the whole way?
I think they'll be screaming out for changing, I think, by the end of the race. When the world needs him most, Jeff returns. Bring me back, EA. Bring Jeff back. The official petition starts here, I think.
Yeah. I mean, they should add him back. They should like have an option where you can choose Jeff or this dude that we have. I feel like that would make the game better.
Yeah. I'd like to be able to change your kind of whoever your engineer's voice. I think having a good few different options would be nice. All they need to do is like record some different things. As we see, AsthmaFrog and King Jamie, a little bit of wheel banging there between these two as they go into turn one. King Jamie really still wanting to be on the inside there. Took a little bit too much of that curb, and that unsettled his car, and he's now firmly behind AsthmaFrog. He will make a move. Ooh, had a bit of lag there. I thought he was going to crash into the back of him, but AsthmaFrog up into second now. King Jamie behind, and Panda is quickly joining this fight. He has dropped his teammate. It looks like he's unlocked a bit of pace in this Ferrari, and he is close on the back. Go on. What's happened?
I saw King Jamie have a little spin. I thought he was going to go, but he recovered it very, very well.
Yeah. But now he is under some serious pressure from King Jamie. I'm just loving all the jazz voice lines in chat. Great overtake, mid. Look easy there. Oh, and another moment there. Oh, we don't want any contact. Please, King Jamie, keep it on the black stuff. But Panda very, very close there to both of those guys being taken out, and this is allowing AsthmaFrog to break away nice and cleanly. 2 seconds now, the gap back to King Jamie, and Panda making another move up the inside. What can he do? Oh, King Jamie moving over to defend just a little bit later, I would say, than was good to do. But that has not put Panda off. He's made the pass. Oh, but King Jamie hanging it round the outside. No, up on the inside. Now he'll have DRS open up the inside. Late braking. Little bit of contact. Loads of contact, actually. How they've stayed damage free there. But Panda manages to keep the place. Please use overtake. Thank you, Jeff.
Well, while all that's been going on, Lethal Linds has pitted for some stuffs now. Do you think that was the right call or not?
Run lap 22 of 29. Could be going for a fastest lap, an extra point. He could
Could
have
be.
just been really, really struggling on those tyres. He did have to come in a bit earlier, didn't he? Because he had some damage to his wings, so could just be a schedule. You know.
Could have been.
Yeah, I think for whatever tyres he's on now,
Not make it to the end.
he should make it to the end. Now, this is the tyre situation.
Since you know it is now the end of the season, what was your standout moment from
Oh,
the
my
entire
life.
season?
Well, thanks for putting that one back on me.
Welcome.
I've got a poor memory at the best of times. Right. There've been some outstanding overtaking maneuvers, definitely. I think discovering King Jamie and his balls to the wall racing style has been a lot of fun. I enjoyed Lethal Linds' resurgence to give this a proper go of a championship. Her brain core says Abu Dhabi lap 27 was my standout moment. What happened on lap 27 of Abu Dhabi? I mean, he's still lapping. He's still lapping the circuit at the moment. Have a look. Oh yeah, lap 27. That was a win for Braincore actually.
Was it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. So that'll be what he's referring to. I think he won the race.
I think when I was racing, my favourite moment was when I think you were talking about me. I think it was quarter. You were on about saying that no one could get past me because of my defending, and that I crashed out like about 3 people. I think that was like my best moment. That I had fun with.
Yeah. Definitely. And it's been really good to stream the whole season, pretty much. Bar, I think I missed one race. But yeah, it's been really good. A good change of pace for me away from racing.
Would you ever race again?
I would, because I do enjoy racing. But and I think the next game is meant to be quite. It's a lot easier on controller players, from what I've heard. So if that's the case, I may well be tempted to pick up a copy of the game.
Well, the thing is that I'm like undecisive now if I should stick it out next F1. Should I practice wheel still and like race on controller for like league races, or do I fully send it on the wheel? I still haven't decided that yet.
Yes. Oh my, yes, that's right. Braincore said lap 27 of Abu Dhabi was dodging the massive pile on the back straight. So we had like 2 separate incidents, I think, on Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
Back straight. Do you know what? You might have been involved in that.
Might have it. It's probably.
Oh no, you weren't. No. No, it was Brazil was your last race, wasn't it?
Yeah, my last race was round 10.
Yeah. It was Beastie got DNF'd, so did Pat. And AsthmaFrog and Lethal Linds had a bit of a brake checking moment because Asthma thought there was going to be a safety car, but it was only like a couple of laps. It was like there wasn't enough laps left in the race, and so he thought there was a safety car, so he broke, and Lethal Linds drove into the back of him, lost his front wing, and then there was a massive pile-up between. It's all coming back to me now. I think it was Beastie and potentially Party Hard King Jamie as well. Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so it was a massive pile up. I may have a replay of it somewhere, but we'll have a look.
If I was in that race, I wouldn't be here at all. I don't think.
Yeah. Yeah, but now we're just reminiscing on the season because we're on lap 25 of 29 and there's no one really within any kind of shot of passing anybody. My Life has had this race pretty much sewn up from the get-go, 6.5 seconds ahead of AsthmaFrog, and King Jamie looks like he is settled for third place now, 3.8 seconds behind AsthmaFrog. And then everyone's like at least 2.5 seconds, if not more, behind each other. No DRS range. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been an amazing season. I think one of the best. I think it's the first ever full season I've ever done, even though I raced for 10 rounds. If that even makes sense.
Yeah, you've been around for a bunch of them.
Because I remember I joined at the end of season 20, and then I raced Abu Dhabi, and that was it. Raced for season 21, left, and then came back this season, and then got banned. It's been very, very special for me, as this was my first ever league race that I joined.
Very good.
So I thought I'd join back. Yeah?
Yeah.
Other than that, hopefully I get to race a full season this season.
Yeah.
Don't be an idiot. Don't crash into people, and hopefully a team picks me.
Yeah. So did you go and race in some other leagues as well? Then
Oh yeah, I've been racing other leagues. I mean, you might not know them, but like, some popular one like I think EXL, I've raced in there for 3 rounds, and I can't remember the other one. I think I left that one.
Fair enough. And so for anyone watching this who is thinking about maybe doing some league racing and is thinking about maybe joining us and has liked watching the streams so far for this season, what would you say to them? Would you recommend F1XL as a league to join?
Oh, absolutely. It's very clean, you know. And plus, it's all about having fun in this league. Is absolutely so fun. It's competitive. It's all you really need, to be honest. And plus Sunday at 9 o'clock in British time. It's a nice time to race as well. You know, so for the people that want to join, I would say join this, because this is like one of the best leagues you will ever be in, and especially for me, this league has been absolutely amazing.
Brilliant. Couldn't said it better myself. And in the, I think I will try and post a bit of a link to. I'll post a link to join up. People want to. I have it somewhere. Yes.
Because it's a perfect time to join with the new F1 coming ahead.
It is indeed.
Yeah, this race has been awfully quiet for a Div 4 race. Game to game.
There we go. Links in the chat for anyone who's wanting to join. Jeff, it'd be great to have any words of wisdom from you.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like we've got a battle on our hands now, though, between Pat Pida and Panda. So we'll call some action for the last couple of laps in this race. My Life is still in the lead, but Panda has been slowly has slowly been caught by Pat Pida. Pat does have a bit of a time penalty though, so let's have a look. He's got 5 seconds, so this could just be for bragging rights. I'm not sure Pat Pida will be able to pull out 5 seconds, but you never know what's going to happen on this game.
Another battle that's going on is Lethal versus J Cow.
It is
Keep an eye on
indeed.
that one
Let's
as well.
have a look there as Lethal makes his way back past up into 6th place, but H out is going to have DRS. Let's have a look. Pat Peter does not make it past. Let's check on this battle then. H out gets past quite easily there with the DRS, but Lethal Linds, I imagine, will probably have another go with those fresh soft tyres. Oh, doesn't even need the DRS. He manages to power his way past. These guys going at it. It looks like H Zhao deployed a lot of energy there because the Ferrari has fresh soft tyres and DRS, and he managed to power past him on the straight. It was quite incredible there from H Zhao. He is not wanting to relinquish that 6th place at all on the last lap of this race. And I thought something was going to happen there with the leader as I switched to him, but Brain Core is racing alongside him and within him in the Ghost in Ghost 4. But Hake Zhao, sorry, my life has come out of the final corner, weaving in celebration. He wins the final Grand Prix of the season, and AsthmaFrog will finish on the podium and will have a podium celebration for his World Championship win in Division 4. And King Jamie will join them on the podium for this time. It's not the first time King Jamie's been on the podium. Let's have a quick look. It is his first podium this season. Well deserved, I would say, from King Jamie. That is a very good finish indeed. And I know you're still in the probably still watching the stream as well, so a big well done for you for your first podium of the season. Well raced, indeed. Panda finishes 4th, Pat Peter in 5th, Hake Zhao in 6th, Lethal Linds in 7th. Did not manage to make his way past Hake Zhao, but in those soft tyres to use. Stone Shuffle finished 8th, Sander the Dad's just crossed the line in 9th, and Brain Core is just bombing it around the circuit. He managed to unlap himself before My Life crossed the line, so he will be able to finish this race. Just watch him.
It's been absolutely emotional this season, you know. A lot of ups and downs, you know. One of the best seasons ever. And then we see Brain Car coming to the last straight for the last time ever.
Right, so let's have a look. We'll have to do some maths between us.
All right.
For the Constructors' Championship is what we're going to have to do. So we're looking for Aston Martin, Red Bull and Ferrari drivers, their points the whole race weekend. I have to take a screenshot, I think. I'll have to do it a bit of math.
Ferrari's on 25.
Okay.
Red Bull only have 17, and the Aston's have 21.
So Ferrari's got 25.
Red Bull has 17.
Red Bull has 17.
And then the Aston's have 22.
22 points. The fastest lap point went to Sander the Dad. Very nice. That's where we're at. Those are all your points and final finishing positions there for the race. Click across to the road. Get the sprint race results in. And the full race results. So they're in the stream. Right. There we go. I have put out a message to AsthmaFrog to see if he will join us in Discord. Whether or not he does, I don't know because he's on Do Not Disturb. So I might just have to message him in Discord to see if he will.
Yeah.
Right, let's ask him if he's up for jumping in Discord. If he's not, then no worries, and let's work out the championship standings. So constructors standings. Aston Martin will finish on 381, I think. Red Bull will finish on 342. And Ferrari will finish
Come on.
on 343. Oh, that's mad. So Ferrari, by my count, and my maths might be completely off, but Ferrari may have nicked second in the Constructors' Championship in the last race by 1 point. That's mad.
Good news, AsthmaFrog is willing to do a interview.
It looks like AsthmaFrog's up for it. Let's see if we can get him in. It looks like he's in. There we go. Fab.
Hello there.
Hello. It's the first time I've heard your voice as well, but congratulations. You are the world champion.
I know. It's a long season. That was a tough race, that. Feels good, I'm not going to lie, after last season, but yeah. Over the moon.
Yeah. Well done. It was we were talking on stream, and it was consistency. You only won three races in the end, but loads and loads of podium finishes. You had a bit of a dip in form, but bounced back last time out and took all the points that you needed to this time. So yeah, a massive championship and very much well deserved.
Yeah, it's been that's something I've worked on this year, is consistency, and essentially that is what's won it for me. I did go on a run where I was getting top 5 finishes, I think, for like 9 or 10 races or something. So yeah, it's been tough, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, the competition, guys in there like Linds, favour, my teammates obviously, and there's a few others. My life even tonight, all absolutely rapid on the day, so it's not been easy. It's been tough at times, but I've just managed to stay out of trouble when I've needed to, which has been, I think, my strong point.
Yeah, definitely. So only two DNFs the whole season. You only missed one weekend. That was round 2. Massive, just pole position. Beamed. You were like Lewis Hamilton, I think.
Oh no, the poles. I'm brilliant over one lap. It's my race pace where I've been struggling. So, but yeah, I mean, here he is now, Linds. I mean, he's pushed me to the end, obviously, and he's been fantastic as well.
And speaking of Lethal Linds, he's joined us in Discord now. Lethal Linds, a bit of a bittersweet moment. You were kind of within. It was very tight. You were still mathematically within a chance of winning, but lost out eventually. But I have to say, you put on a massive effort to put up to make it go to a final round. How do you feel?
Oh, well, thank you very much, Bofar. Asthma, I just want to personally congratulate you. Well done, buddy.
Oh, mate, thank you so much. You're a legend.
It's been a hell of a season.
Oh, it has. We've got the All-Star race to look forward to as well, so you did get it. You're in it, aren't you? Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
going
we've
to be...
got that to look forward to as well, mate, so it's all good.
Yeah. Sorry, Bofar, what was your question?
No, just how do you feel? And
yeah,
I'll just leave you guys to it. Shall I just book your room? Or...
No, Linds is a great guy.
It was a good, well, since Brazil, I would say I've been on pretty good form. Yeah, I've managed to rack up a few podiums, a few wins, and take the challenge to Asthma. But over the past 2 races, he's been the man of form and deservedly won the title. So I've got no grudges, I've got no complaints. He's done it fair and square. So yeah, well done to him.
Bless.
Brilliant. And,
you just can't help but love him, can you? Such a good guy. No, it's been a heck of a season, and as I said, he has made me sweat the last 5 or 6 races he's been there.
Yeah,
we've had to work for it, so yeah,
definitely.
There was a both off there. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, you carry on.
I was just going to thank you for the season, mate, and the stream. You've been fantastic, done a brilliant job. It's been a pleasure to watch them back, and yeah, it's been good. So thank you for that.
Very kind.
I'd like to second that, Buffer. You've been absolutely tremendous. It's been an honour to have you streaming at races, and hopefully you'll be doing it again next season. If not, then hopefully you'll be behind the wheel.
Yeah, I'm still weighing it up whether or not I can be bothered to do a full season in the game.
Don't do it. I've lost all my hair this season. Don't do it.
But how much hair did you have to start with? That's the question.
About 2 strands. It's all gone now. It's all gone. No, I've got hair.
Good stuff. Brilliant. Well, thank you guys for putting on such a massive show between you. There have been a couple of occasions where you've come together as well on track. We were Howell and I were reminiscing on Abu Dhabi earlier on this season. Lap 27 in particular of that mad race, full of incidents.
Oh mate, that was crazy, that one.
Yeah, that was
we did discuss it afterwards, didn't we, bud? And it's just one of them. It was me being a sausage and you wanted to overtake me, and that was it. I thought it was a safety car, and I don't know why.
No, it was just one of them things. You just don't know what's going to happen, so you just have to take it easy, sort of thing. So no complaints.
Oh, and one last thing before we go, Lethal Linds. I think if my calculations are correct, and they could be wrong because I'm awful at maths, I think Ferrari have overtaken Red Bull in the constructors for Division 4 by 1 point.
Oh, you're
343 to 342, I think.
Oh, that's brilliant. Hopefully your maths are right, Bofar, and if they're not, then lock your doors.
Does that mean Ferrari won the constructors, not division?
No, so Aston Martin, I think, have won.
Oh, they've been nice.
Yeah,
that's a nice surprise.
Yeah, congratulations.
So Ferrari and P2, is it?
Yeah, so Ferrari pipped Red Bull to P2 by 1 point.
Yes, there you go, Linds. There you go.
There we go. Something to cheer about. Hey.
Top job, mate. Top job.
Good stuff. Right, Fab. Thank you so much, guys. I'll just wrap it up for the season. Thanks so much for everyone who's watched along live or after the fact, and hopefully, we'll see if I'll join you back for next season. If not, there's a link in the chat to join the Discord if you want to get involved with racing in F1XL, you'd be very welcome to join on the new game. It's cross-play as well, so whatever platform you're on, you're very welcome. And we've got some cross-platformers in here today, so that's good. So Fab, thank you everyone for watching, and congratulations again to AsthmaFrog for a championship victory, and we'll see you again next season, maybe. Thanks so much, guys. Thanks for joining me, Powell.